Hello everyone. Today we're going over molar mass and converting between moles and grams. Um, your focus is not so bad if you bought 10 to 12 shrimps. I'm sorry, if you bought 3 pounds and there's 10 to 12 shrimps per pound, how many shrimps would you get? That's not so bad. Just multiply by 3 here, so 30 to 36. And what type of measurement determines the cost? Probably per pound. So we're going to convert moles to grams, and we're going to also convert atoms to grams and vice versa. So it's kind of a two-step process, but we'll go over it. And conversion factors is the ratio of equivalent values that expresses the quantities of different units. So we're going to convert between um, moles and grams and atoms.
Molar mass. The mass in grams of 1 mole of any pure substance.
Now this is where we're going to be using a lot. The molar mass is usually grams per 1 mole. And if we want to look up the molar mass of copper, for example, then we just take it right off the periodic table, and it's the number right on the bottom here, and it's 63.546, and this is how we write it. We write it molar mass equals to 63.546 grams per 1 mole. That's called the molar mass. Well, now we're going to convert from moles to mass, and we just look it up and set it up per 1 mole. So for example, if you started out with 3 moles of copper, you look up copper, which is 63.546. You want to cancel out moles, so you set it up so you can multiply by molar mass, and moles will cancel out. 63 divided multiplied by 3 is 191. We're going to do some practice problems. Determine the mass in grams of each of the following. So we have 3.57 moles of aluminum, and we want to convert it to grams. So we look at the periodic table. Aluminum has 26.98. So we always start with what's given, which is 3.57. And then moles to grams we multiply by the molar mass right off the periodic table. So we just multiply 3.57 times 26.98. We get 96.3. Now if we want to determine the mass in 2.45 moles of zinc, we look up the molar mass of zinc, which is 65.38. We just multiply by the moles. Moles will cancel out, and we end up in grams. Just multiply. Now different examples would be going from grams to moles. So grams to moles you divide by molar mass. Silver, 25.5 grams of silver. So we look up silver. It has 107 grams per 1 mole. We divide by 107, so the grams will cancel out. So 25 divided by 107 is 0.236 moles. One more example, we want to go from 300 grams of sulfur to moles. We look up sulfur, it's 32.07. So for grams to cancel out, we're going to divide 300 by 32.07. We get 9.355 moles of sulfur. Okay, I'm just doing 2 examples of each type of problem that you might come across. Now this one is how many atoms are in 55.2 grams of lithium. So 55.2 grams of lithium. We want to think atoms, Avogadro's number. So we cannot go from grams to atoms. We have to go one step. So we have to convert to moles and moles to atoms. So to convert to moles, we're going to divide by the molar mass of lithium, which is 6.94, multiply by Avogadro's number. So grams to atoms, you divide by molar mass, multiply by Avogadro's number. And here are the steps. 55.2 divided by molar mass, 6.941, multiplied by 6.02 exp23. And this is the number you get. 4.79 times 10 to the 24 atoms of lithium. Okay, we'll do one more of these. 0.23 grams of lead. So we have to go to moles by dividing by the molar mass of lead, which is 207.2, and multiply by Avogadro's number to get to atoms. So moles will cancel out, grams will cancel out, and end up with atoms. And here are the steps. 0.23 times divided by 207.2 times Avogadro's number, 6.02 exp23. And this is what you should get. 6.68 times 10 to the 20th atom. Okay, one more. Mercury, 11.5 grams. So we divide by the molar mass, which is 200.6 right off the periodic table, multiplied by Avogadro's, and this is the number we get. And this is the steps. I think this different type also when we go from atoms to moles. Let's see. This one is extra practice on the slides. Yeah. So this one we're going to go reverse. We're going to divide by Avogadro's, multiply by molar mass. So if you just write down the steps, it should guide you through it. 1 times 10 to the 24th atoms of manganese, and we want to go to grams. So you divide by Avogadro's number, multiply by molar mass of manganese right off the periodic table. And here are the steps. 1 exp24 divided by 6.02 exp23 times 54.94. And we should get 91.3 grams of manganese. I think we have one more. 1.5 times 10 to the 15th atom of nitrogen, and we want to convert to grams. Divide by Avogadro's, multiply by the molar mass of nitrogen. So 1.5 times 10 to the 15th atom. We divide by Avogadro's, multiply by 14, and here are the steps. And you should be able to get 3.49 times 10 to the negative 8 grams of nitrogen. Okay, I think this is the last one. 1.5 times 10 to 15 atoms of uranium. So we divide by Avogadro's, multiply by the molar mass of uranium right off the periodic table. Okay, I hope you see a pattern and steps to solving the problems. You should even write it down. So we take 1.5 exp15 divided by 6.02 exp23 times molar mass, which is 238. And you should get 5.93 times 10 to the negative 7 grams of uranium. Okay, this is to review. To go from moles to grams, you multiply by molar mass. Grams to moles, you divide by the molar mass. Now, if I'm going from atoms, then I divide by Avogadro's to get to moles, multiply by the molar mass to get to grams. If I'm Now, if I want to get to atoms, I divide by the molar mass to get to moles, multiply by Avogadro's to get to atoms. All right, I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.